Hello, good morning, and welcome to another edition of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. The Juice Review should be brought to you by the Department of Inhaled Vapours. Now, first off, straight off the bat, I'd just like to apologise to any companies that may have been awaiting reviews from me. Should have got a load out last weekend, but Virgin Media decided they were going to upgrade my system and gave me a knackered new super hub. So in the process of waiting for them to actually come and sort that out, I lost about 5 or 6 days last week. They're all going to be coming out now as a big job lot, so once again my apologies. But on to today's. The very good people at Ministry of Vape in Great Yarmouth have sent me a couple. Well, they gave me a couple of bottles to do a review on one of the ones that they actually stock from the iBaccy Cloud range. The two they gave me was number 14, which is a fruity mix with a minty aftertone. Ooh. And number 19, which is a blackberry, sweet cherry and pink apple. Just like to state for the record, any opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not been influenced in anything I say. I've also not been paid to do this review. I've also not paid for these juices, obviously, because they have been given to me for review purposes. My weapon of choice today will be the now back from the dead RX200. I've given it about a 3-week dry out period, which seems to have helped. And that's got the lush stripper on top, and that's dual core to 0.23. Alright, what we're going to start with. I'm going to start with number 19 because the other one's got a minty aftertaste, so I don't really want anything that might taint the tank for when I do the second one. Have got to say for the record, all juices today are a 50-50 VG-PG mix, and they're 3 milligrams in strength. Before I go any further, as always, bottle safety and labellings. Yes, as industry standard, we have got child-proof lid, as it should be. Labels. Labels kind of impress me. I always do something called a pocket abuse test, and these have been in my pocket for 2 weeks, and they've absolutely smashed it. They've absolutely stayed completely intact. There is no blemish, no rip, no fade. These are very exceptionally good labels, and also they look mature. It does what it says. There's no cartoons. There's no kind of slightly childish imagery. I'll try that again in English for everyone. Really good, strong, robust labels, and I do like the warnings and everything on it. Warning: this product contains nicotine. If in contact with skin, wash with soapy water, and that's all you have to do. Some of these other ones make it sound like you need like a James Herriot glove on, or if you get any on your skin, you need to be rushed down to hospital because all your skin's going to start peeling off your bones. It really is in the how concentrated the nicotine actually is. Well, should I correctly say that? How diluted down the nicotine is in these products. Yes, just wash it off. Really, you're not going to start losing fingers or anything. It does. I know they do it to cover their arse just in case something happens, but let's keep it sensible. So I like that. If feeling unwell, please contact your local medical department. Please keep away from children and pets. And that's basically what you need. And underneath that, we've also got their address, their telephone number, and also their email. So if any problems or any information you want to get from this company, all the information is there so you can contact them. Warning triangles as well is good. We've got the hazardous to the environment because of the nicotine, and we've also got the old skull and crossbones because it is a kind of a poison. And also on this side, you can see there, we've got the batch number. So if there is any problems, it can be traced back. We've also got the expiry date, what the actual mix is, which I wish more would actually put on their labels. Made in the UK, and also do not sell to under 18s. So label-wise, yep, I'm loving it. Name-wise, I've kind of got a little bit of a problem with it because it's the same as e-cigs and e-cigarettes. It puts too much of a link into tobacco. And a lot of people instantly just go to that going, oh, it's a tobacco product. And we've all been battling for so long now, and against the fact that there's no tobacco in these, it kind of still gives a link to it. So on the name, and also it doesn't help that there is a fag butt for the eye. I know it's great for new. It gives the link to new vapors because the girls say, yeah, I'm quitting tobacco, and this is kind of. But it still also enforces it in the mind that this is a tobacco product, which it isn't. But that's just me and a little grumbly rant in there. Anyway, on to the juice. Right, the first one I'm going to try is number 19, which is the blackberry sweet cherry and pink apple. It sounds like a wonderful combination. I mean, as you've known from watching these reviews now, I'm a fruity vaper. I do like a good fruit hit. As soon as you open it, the first thing that actually hits you is this pink apple. And there's a blackcurrant undertone that you're getting as well. Not really getting the sweet cherry. But then it won't be the first time you don't get everything you smell, or vice versa. Here we go. As I say, normally my comfort zone is like about 60% VG upwards. So 50-50 could be a bit. But the good thing about it being a 50-50, of course, it's going to go in all the starter tanks. There's so many juice companies now coming out and going, oh, it's 80% VG. Yeah, well, new starters are not going to be touching your product because of the fact that it's so thick and it isn't going to be going through their starter tanks. I wish more companies would have two ranges, would have a 50-50 range and then also have a cloud range. I think that would just work out a lot better. Right, here we go. What are we at? I'm coming down a little bit on that to start off with. Here we go, we're going good. Right, I'm going to start 59.5. Let's just have a look on there, which is 3.7 volts. Right, straight away I've got to say, vapor production for a 50-50 is quite impressive. It's still coming out. Fruit hit, there is a little bit of a fruit hit there. I'm putting it more down to the apple flavourings. I don't know what it is about apple flavourings of me, but I always kind of get a little bit of a slight irritation through them. Might also be the 50% PG, but I think it's coming across more as the apple. Flavour? There's a remarkable amount of flavour in this. The apple hits you straight away, and then you kind of get that back note of blackberry, which apple and blackberry always go well together anyway. And then there's this kind of cherry edge right at the end, which kind of comes through with the exhale. That's nice. Yeah, it is nice. On that second one, the cherry came through a bit stronger on the exhale. But together, the apple and blackberry is lovely. And the cherry does give it a slightly different edge to it. Actually, all I can take, just doing that, when the saliva reactivates the flavour in your mouth, that pink apple is very, very dominant. Sorry, I'm just going to be doing num for the next 20 minutes. Don't panic, the video will not be another 20 minutes. Right, we've got about 69.4, which is 4 volts. I've still got that apple in my mouth. Throat hit's still about the same, so I can live with that. The flavour, everything hits at once. At different points, you'll go, oh, that's a bit bad. Oh, no, it's blackcurrant. It's black. Oh, the blackcurrant has come through stronger, which is not blackcurrant. Blackberry has come through a lot stronger. The cherries come into play a lot more now. That's more on the exhale and the lingering taste in your mouth. You're still getting that apple is still like, hey, I'm an apple. But the blackberry is now a lot more involved in the party, so to speak. And the cherry just at the end, and then the cherry mixes with the blackberry at the end. That is absolutely gorgeous. It's definitely a mouthwater. Actually, nose exhale that actually enhances the cherry. And then you've still got the blackberry dancing on the tongue. Actually, exhale from the nose moots down the apple a tad. Oh, That blackberry, I'll tell you exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like a fruit pastel. You know, oh, where you used to have the old challenge not to actually and try and. Oh, it's nice. I'm going to go up to 4.2, which is basically the full battery power on a Mac. And that's 76.8 watts. Be fair, the apple dies down a lot higher up and the cherry comes more into play. The blackberries is still a beast. A very nice, juicy beast. But then it's more blackberry and this sweet cherry. That's nice. I've got to admit, that's nice. If you like your fruity vapes, definitely give that one a go. That's number 9, flavour number 19 from iBaccy Cloud. That is nice. I'm going to give this a quick blowout, and then I'll go on to the fruity mix with a minty aftertaste. Another thing I'd just like to say about these juices, that's as clean as a bloody whistle, and that's how it should be. I hate anything that leaves my wick looking like a discarded fag butt. That is no. Getting kind of an orange, slight orange smell, but I'm not actually getting a lot of smell from the bottle on this one. Put a little bit on my finger. Ooh, not too sure about this one. Definitely getting a citrus orange. There's something irritating in that. Oh, get on there, you plum. Thank you. Right, let's take this down again. Oh. Definitely orange. Right, we're back down to 59.6 watts, which is 3.7. Something I'm not sure about in this one. Throat hit is quite bad on this, and it's still irritating. It just seems to be getting a little bit more as it goes on. And I'm just like to apologise for my neighbour's car alarm that's just gone off there, and it's still going off, which won't piss me off at all. Yeah, throat hit is quite rough on this one. Cloud production's still alright. Predominantly, I'm only getting orange. And there's like that powdered orange drink that you used to be able to get. Yeah, throat hit is really quite atrocious, to be honest. Not really getting this minty aftertaste either. I'm just kind of getting this powdered orange drink flavour. Ugh, that ain't great. Let's go up to. I don't really want to go up to full after that throat hit, but I'll go up to full volts eventually. There we are. Right, we're up to 69.5 or 4 volts. Oh, my throat. Yeah, throat hit is still still a major irritant. Now kind of getting a lemony, like an orange lemon mix now. On that part's okay. There was a brief like fart in a wind tunnel of menthol in the end of this, of the minty end to it. It's not menthol, it's kind of a minty end to it. It does kind of sour the actual flavour. The orange and lemon that I just got from going a little bit higher up was actually quite pleasant. The fruit hit unfortunately wasn't, but then you do get this kind of minty, as it says on the bottle, a minty aftertaste. And it's a bit of a rough old mint as well, to be fair to it. Quite a shame, actually. I think if they just dropped the minty part of this, the actual... I think I would get rid of... I think I'm putting it down... The fruit is down to this rough old minty, mentally kind of thing they put into it. Because the fruit stage of it is actually quite nice. Oh. I'm going to go up one more time. I'm not going to spend too long on this one because my throat is absolutely getting ripped to shreds. Right, I've got up to 76.6, which is 4.2 volts. I might just have a little bit of a top up before I do this, because I do not want to dry hit this on top of what this mint is doing. Oh dear. Right, last one. Throat it is just getting worse. Inhale's like, that's quite nice, and then, oh, that's quite rough, and then exhale's quite, no, I can't do that. I really cannot recommend that to anyone. That's number 14. The fruity mix with a minty aftertaste is, God. And it has totally ripped my throat out, so, yeah. So, final thoughts on them two. Well, unfortunately, like the ratio, 50-50. Number 19, the blackberry, sweet cherry, and pink apple. Yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous. I can't actually rant on about that one enough. It is a lovely fruit, and you can play around with it, so you get more blackberry, more apple, more cherry. Cherry kind of pretty consistent all the way through. It just kind of dances around in the background, but as you do go higher up, it does come a little bit more out. But for fruity vapors, that is lovely. That will quite happily go into my all-day rotation. Yeah, you've heard my views on this. The fruity side of it, again, as a company, I would probably say just from these two, they do the fruity ones well. But the minty aftertaste, whatever they've used for that, is really rough as hell, and it will rip you a new one in the fruit department. So all it leaves me to do is once again thank the good people at Ministry of Vape in Great Yarmouth for letting me have those two bottles so I could do a review for you guys. If you do get a chance to check out their store, they've got one in Yarmouth, one in Dereham, and there's probably going to be a couple more spring up as time goes by. Their juice selection is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it is literally a whole wall of juice, and there are loads of different companies that they've got in there as well. So there is literally something for everyone in their shops. Also on the hardware side is good. The hardware side is good. I mean, everything from starter kits to hexohms, they've got them in there. Whatever stage you are at vaping, they've got something that will keep you more than happy, and the prices are good as well. So all that leaves me to do now is, on behalf of myself, Darren Stone, head of the Department of Inhaled Vapors, to bid you all a very good afternoon, and I shall see you again soon. Goodbye.